The man touched the ball. 14 three-pointers, okay? He played 27 minutes, all right? Dropped 52 points, all right? Had the ball for a grand total of about 96 seconds. About 96 seconds. That's about as many times as that's about how long this man had the ball in his hands last night, but yet he's dropped 52 points. I have said it repeatedly. I'm going to say it again. We talk about Steph Curry. I understand that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter I've ever seen in my life. I also understand that Klay Thompson once beat him in the three-point shooting contest at All-Star Weekend. I also understand that percentage-wise, Klay Thompson is a top 5 three-point shooter in the history of basketball. Understand that. And so when you look at it from that perspective, and you look at what LeBron is supposed to be, and you look at the Lakers and what they need, could you imagine LeBron James having some dude that could just catch and launch? Could you imagine what that would be like? I like Kuzma. Stephen A., I'm on the record. I like Kyle Kuzma. I like Josh Hart. So imagine how I would feel about Klay Thompson, particularly in a Lakers uniform, with LeBron James. Slim to no chance. I'm not going to say no chance because anything's possible, but the Golden State Warriors swear to me, they ain't losing Klay Thompson. Last night, I saw why that is. He is one of the top 5 shooters in the history of basketball. Never mind he's 6'7" and defends 3 different positions. He is one of the greatest shooters we have ever seen in our life. He has been completely slept on. He has not been appreciated. And I have stated for the record on many occasions, the fact that his daddy, Michael Thompson, a champion in Los Angeles, okay, with the Lakers, who works for us, that we don't find it within ourselves to mention Klay Thompson even more, is something I consider heinous.
I totally disagree. I think we mentioned Klay Thompson exactly in proportion to how excellent he is, which is quite a bit. We mentioned him.
I don't think
he ain't an MVP.
I don't think we.
He's not an MVP
I don't think
candidate.
we do that throughout this network. And
Look,
you watch your tone. I just said Michael Thompson's son, your former colleague.
You know what Michael Thompson said?
Your former colleague.
Do you know what Michael Thompson said yesterday when they asked him about the game? He said 24 threes. He should hit about 18 of those. He only hit 14. That's what Michael Thompson said.
That's daddy. He can do that. He can say that.
Michael Thompson's our guy. Come on.
That's right.
Listen,
he should be your guy more than he's mine.
By the way, we love talking boxing with Michael Thompson.
He is smart.
Yeah,
he knows
he's
his
a
boxing.
big fight man.
He knows his boxing.
And so it gives me no pleasure to say this because I want to say this proves that the Lakers should go get Klay Thompson. But it doesn't. Let me tell you something. Klay Thompson is capable of getting hotter than anyone who ever lived, which is why a couple years ago he had 26 or 7 or 8 points in a quarter, and it was his second best quarter of the year because he had 37 points in another quarter. 37 points in a quarter. He's capable of getting hotter than any player who ever lived, and he's an all-star caliber two-way guard, no question, perimeter player, a wing defender, and a great shooter. He's not an MVP candidate. No one has ever looked at Klay and said, that's an MVP level player. And the thing that makes the Warriors, we can talk all about their shooting, and that turned them into a juggernaut. But the thing that put them over the top, when it was like, well, now no one has a chance when they just romped their way to 2 straight championships, is when they got KD, they have 2 MVP caliber players on the same team. Here's the issue with the Lakers and LeBron. There's no one presently on the Lakers other than LeBron who's ever going to win an MVP award. That goes for Brandon Ingram. That goes for Lonzo Ball. That goes for Kyle Kuzma. They're nice players. They are not MVP caliber players now, nor will they be in the future. Okay. What LeBron needs, if you could just have, if there's no salary cap, you could sign anyone. Great, get Klay Thompson. But what LeBron needs more than anything is another MVP caliber player to pair with him if he really wants a chance at taking out Golden State.
No, don't give me.
That's right.
Hold on. Don't give me MVP caliber. This is basketball talk we're talking about here. What do you mean by that? Dissect for me from a basketball perspective the kind of player you say LeBron needs, and then I shall respond and probably correct you.
An
Go ahead.
MVP caliber player is Anthony Davis. It's Kawhi Leonard. It is not Jimmy Butler. He's kind of one step below that. It is not Klay Thompson. Same sort of thing. It's not because you have to give them a max deal. That means that may be the only other.
We're just talking basketball.
I understand. Right. Listen, no cap. at all, get Klay. He's going to shoot the lights out. But the fact is, if you get Klay, you will not be able to get somebody else.
Well, let me respond.
And Klay's not good enough to eliminate everybody else.
Let me respond and help your argument, even though I don't agree with it. I would say to you that you have support. You have support. I had one of LeBron's teammates just text me and say to me, Klay wouldn't work in L.A. That's what they said. Had another one of my boys try to dissect why that wouldn't be the case. The belief is very, very clear. Klay Thompson moves without the ball. LeBron James is asking you to be basically a spot-up shooter because he's the one dribbling the ball all the damn time. Let me commend LeBron and the Lakers for this much. Thus far this season, if there is one thing that I have seen vast improvement in with the Los Angeles Lakers, is their movement of the basketball, making the extra pass. With LeBron and Rondo and those boys on the court, watching them move the basketball last night to get shots was very impressive. Now, I think they missed too many of them, obviously. They lost. But the movement of the basketball is something that I appreciate because that's not something you see enough of. I am saying to you, if we have any questions about whether or not Klay would work with LeBron, is it possible that it would be because of LeBron rather than because of Klay?
Of course, but remember the Lakers' game plan, which obviously LeBron had a part in. In order to stay at an elite level for years into the future, he has a 4-year deal with the Lakers. There was the recognition that it can't be the way it's always been. LeBron monopolizes the ball, everyone else moves without the ball and shoots. They needed other guys who could handle the ball and make plays. Rondo and Lonzo need the ball. Ingram can get you into your offense and passes the ball very well for a forward. The point is that has been the strategy to move away from the way it was in Cleveland.
Okay,